everyone, welcome to another workout. Today we have a nice feel good flow. My toddler is currently downstairs, so if you hear her during this, just don't mind her. We're going to get straight into it. We're going to have a little warm up and then we will get into the flow. So we're just going to start in a 4-point kneel. Just make sure that those hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. And then from here, we're just going to be dropping our belly to the mat, eyes go up to the sky. Reversing that curve as you look toward your belly button. And we just take these in our own time today. Feeling free to take a nice big inhale as you look toward your thighs. Exhaling as you look to the sky. Let's take one more in each position. And then from here, we're going to be taking that bum all the way back to our heels. Just widen those knees slightly here so you can really sink your chest down into a child's pose. Just feel free to close over your eyes. Let your head rest into the mat here. Big breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, just try and sink that chest a little bit deeper toward your mat. Keeping your head down, just walk those hands over to the left. Really square that right shoulder off to the mat so you can feel that nice stretch down the side of the body. And then from here, we're going to move through center over to the other side. This time, walking our hands back through center, shift that weight forward slightly, tuck through your back toes, pike up into a downward facing dog. Really dig into these heels, send that chest toward your thighs. And then when you're ready, just start to pedal through those heels, moving from left over to the right. Left and right. We're going to take this for 4. In 3, both heels can meet your mat. In 2. Last 1. Holding both heels down. From here, we're going to float that right leg up to the sky in a 3-legged dog. And then you're going to lightly tap those toes back on your mat. We're lifting it up. Really dig into that bottom heel. And then we come all the way back down. 4 more here. In 3, we're going to hold it up for that nice big stretch at the top. 2 more. On your next one, you hold it up here. Big breath in through the nose. Hold this shape as you exhale. And then we place that foot back down. Let's go up to the other side now. So we're floating that leg up. And we're tapping back down. Lifting it up. Tapping back down. We're going to take this for 3. In 2, we hold it up at the top. Last one, you're holding it up here. Big breath in. Exhale, hold the stretch. And then you're placing that foot back down. From here, we're going to roll forward through our spine. Head is the last thing to meet in your plank. And then we pike all the way back up. We're going to be rolling forward. Piking it back up. 2 more here. On your next one, you're going to hold that plank with me all the way down. We're holding for 5. In 4, you can drop down to your knees. 3, 2, 1, dropping down. Beautiful. Now just make sure that those hands are really directly underneath your shoulders here. We're going to send that right leg out to the back, lifting it as you go out. And then you bring that knee back in. So we're lifting it out. Think about length over height here. And then we're coming back in. Now, as we go out and in, I want you to think about even weight in both of your hands. So think about 50% of your weight in your left, 50% in your right. And from here, we're pushing up and away from our mat. We're not sinking into these shoulders. We have space between our shoulder blades. We're going to take this for 4. Tiny little pause at the top for 3. In 2, we're going to hold it up. Last 1, you're holding it up from here. You're going to flex through your foot, bend your knee. Point as you go out to the back. Flex it in, point it out. Now, if you want to make this a bit more challenging, you can start to float your left arm as you flex and bend. So you're going to reach this opposite arm to leg, and then you place that hand back down. So we're lifting opposite arm to leg here, coming back down. Make sure we're really pushing up and out of that right hand on the mat. We're going to take this for 4. Keep that knee nice and high. Bum is on, and so is your hamstring. 2 more. Last one, you hold it here. We're going to try and keep this arm lifted as you drop and lift in a donkey kick. If that's too much today, you can just place that hand back down on the mat. It's going to feel a little bit wiggly. Really keep your focus here. Gaze is at the top of your mat. We're not looking back at those legs. Nice straight line from head to tailbone. God, this is a little bit harder than I was expecting. God. All right, we have 4. In 3, we're going to hold it up. 2. Last 1. You're going to take 1 donkey kick. You're going to come down onto that left forearm. You're going to try and get that knee to touch your elbow. You come back up to that donkey, reach that top arm. You're coming down. Beautiful job. So that right knee stays lifted now. We're not going to let it come down at all. It's just going to be that left forearm coming down onto the mat each time you go out to the side. So you're going to try and let your elbow and your knee kiss each time you go out to the side. Here we're going to keep our knee nice and high. We're going to go for 3. In 2, we're going to hold that knee open. Last 1, you hold it open here. You're going to drop down and lift up in a fire hydrant. I'm so sorry if you can hear my toddler and my mum playing downstairs. All right, we're going for 5. It's the ambience, isn't it? Really setting the tone. 3, 2, hold it up in 1. You're going to stretch your leg to the corner of your mat. You're going to bend that elbow back in, your knee back into your elbow. You go back out and in. So we're going to try our best to keep our knee nice and high. We're not going to let it sink down towards our mat. We're going to take this for 4. In 3, we hold that leg out nice and long. 2. Last 1, you hold it out. We're going to tap and lift this leg now. So the side of our glute should start to really turn on as we lift and lower here. Really think about that mind to muscle connection here. We're going to go for 5. In 4, you're going to hold it up. Really push up and out of this forearm. We have 2. Last 1. You're going to lift this top arm up. We're going to take tiny little circles with our toe here. We have 5. In 4, you're going to reverse. We have 2. 1. Reverse those circles, going back. For 4. In 3, we hold it up. Last 1. Little pulse here. Don't drop that leg. We're almost there. We have 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful job. Just take a little child's pose if you need. And then from here, we're going to roll forward. We're going to come into a plank on our knees. We're going to think about our head to our tailbone having a nice diagonal line here. We're not going to sink all the way down into an upward facing dog. So our core stays on, shoulders are away from our ears. And then we're coming back to that child's pose. So we're going to come forwards, support those hips, and then we come all the way back. Now we're going to take 4 more just like this. In 3, we're going to add a push-up at the top. Now when you do take these push-ups in 2, I want your elbows to be nice and tight to the body. So instead of those elbows going wide, I want them to go back so we can really get our triceps working here. So on our next one, we come forward. We're going to take that push-up, nose touches your mat. You come back up, you sink back down. I want you to think about your nose touching the ground every single time you come down and up, and that means you need to shift your weight forward slightly as you take these push-ups. So instead of kind of going backwards into this push-up, I want you to think about your head going forward. All right, 4 more. In 3, we're going to hold it forward. We're just going to take those push-ups. If this is too easy, you're absolutely more than welcome to go up onto your toes. Couldn't be me, but if you're a strong queen, you go for it. On this next one, you're going to stay up, just those push-ups, down and up, down and up. 4 more, down, push it up. Oh my God, I need to do more push-ups, this is embarrassing. Ooh. 2 more. Last one. Oh, good Lord. Noodle arms really pulled through there. Take that little child's pose here, just have a little moment. And then when you're ready, you're just going to come forward into that 4-point kneel again. And from here, you're going to come up into a downward facing dog. Now from here, we're going to come forward into a little box hover. So think about those knees just being an inch off your mat, straight line from head to tailbone. And then we come all the way back up. Just make sure those hands are directly underneath your shoulders. It can feel a bit awkward if they're too far away from you. We're going to try our best not to keep our gaze looking back at our thighs here. We're going to look forward. Not looking directly up, just looking a little bit above your hands. Perfect. We're going to take this for 5. In 4, we're going to hold it down. 3 more. In 2. On your next one, you hold it down here. You're going to step your left foot out to a plank, right foot out to a plank, right foot back in, left foot back in. Then you repeat with the left, left, right, right, left. You keep changing feet here each time you come in and out. We're going to take this for 5. In 4, you're going to hold that box hover one last time. In 3, push up and away from your mat. We have 2. Last one. Hold this box hover, just hold it for 6. In 5, you can drop those knees. 3, 2, 1, all the way down. Beautiful. Now from here, I'm just going to swap over so you can see me a bit better. It might be easier for you to also do the same, just so that when we open up, you're still going to be facing me. Okay, so we're going to be in this 4-point kneel. This time it's that left leg going out to the back. Now from here, we're bending that knee in. We're extending it out long. Really think about that hamstring and glute squeezing as you lift this leg up. So instead of arching through our spine to get this leg up, you really want to think about those muscles being the driver of this lift. You're going to take this for 5. In 4, we're going to hold it up at the top. 3 more. 2. Last one, you hold it up. This time you can start to flex and stretch. So as your knee bends, you flex that foot in, you point it out. Now you're trying your best to keep your knee at the same height. We're not going to let it drop down here. If you want that challenge, that right arm is going to start to float as you bend and flex that leg. And then it comes back down. Lifting it up, coming back down. We're going to take this for 4. In 3, you're going to hold that arm and leg out. 2. Last one, flex that foot, reach that arm. We're dropping down and lifting up in those donkey kicks. Take this as slow as you need. It's always better to do less reps with quality rather than just trying to rep it out and not doing it as well. All right, we're going to take this for 5. God, this hurts. 4. In 3, we're going to hold it up. We're going to take that combo with the forearm. 2. On your next 1, you hold it up. You're going to come down onto this right forearm. Try and tap your left knee to left elbow. You come back up to that donkey kick, you reach that top arm. Down onto that forearm. Square it back up. Beautiful. We're going to take this for 5. In 4, we're going to hold it out to the side. 3 more. 2. Last one. You're holding it out. You're going to drop and lift this leg in that little fire hydrant. We're going to take this for 5. In 4, you're going to hold that knee up. 3. 2. Last one. You're going to bend and stretch here. So you stretch that leg to the corner, bring that knee into elbow. Out, in, out, and in. You're going to take this for 5. In 4, you're going to hold that leg nice and long. You have 2. Last one. You're going to tap and lift here. Really think about the side of the glute, lifting this motion up. And make sure it's just your big toe going down on the floor. Nice light touch here for 4. In 3, you're going to hold it up. 2. Last one, you're going to hold it up, reach this top arm up to the sky. You're going to take little tiny circles here, forward. 5. In 4, you're going to reverse. 2, 1, reverse it back. For 4. In 3, you take a pulse. 2, 1, pulse it up. For 6, 5. In 4, you can roll on your back. 3, 2, 1. Oh God. Lovely. Okay. Rolling on your back. Now, just to finish off this short little flow, we're going to take some abs. So we're just going to have our feet firmly down on our mat, hands behind the head, elbows nice and wide. Now from here, we're going to think about our ribs sliding down toward our hips, come up into a little crunch, and then we're rolling back down. We're going to take 4 more like this. In 3, we're going to start to float our legs up to tabletop as our head comes up. So on your next one, you're going to lift up, come up to tabletop, bring those feet back down. Lifting up, dropping back down. I can't deal with Flossie. All right, we're going to take 4 more like this. Forgot to put the fan on, and now it's just too late, isn't it? It's so hot. 2 more. On your next one, you're going to hold it up. You're going to start to take 2 bicycles here. So you take bicycle, center, bicycle, center. You're going to reach your arms long, bring them back behind the head. Bicycle, center, bicycle, center, reach it around, bring it back in. So we're going to take 3 more like this. In 2, we're going to just take those bicycles. Really nice. Last one here, we're going to keep going with the bicycles. Change, center, change, center. Think about your armpit trying to touch your knee rather than your elbow, so you can really twist that torso. We have 4, oh God, 3, 2, hold through center. On your next one, you reach those arms long, little tiny pulses here. Go ahead and make sure your knees are in line with your hips. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees into chest. And from here, just rock side to side. Let's stretch our arms and legs long away from us. Really flare through the ribs here. Just let your tummy have a little stretch after that ab work. Relaxing stretch. Toddler in the background. And then from here, we're going to hug those knees into chest. Oh, Take a few rock and rolls up into a seated position. And then once you get here, just take your right hand over your left knee. Take a little twist. Moving through center over to the other side now. This time as you come through center, we're going to take our arms up and overhead. Bring the palms through heart space. Big shoulder roll all together. You guys are all done. Have a lovely week.